So, how did I become the original China vlogger? So I went to VidCon, and VidCon's all about YouTubers and people getting together and talking about, their YouTube channels and so on. And one of the questions people would ask me is, what is it that you do? And, I'd say, well, I make videos about China. Been living in China for 14 and a half years. And I'm actually the first person to ever make YouTube videos out of mainland China. And I had to explain to people the story so many times. I thought, I haven't actually told the story on my channel, and I probably should. How I became China's first YouTube vlogger. So picture this, it's 2006, February. I fly into China on a business trip. I arrive in Shenzhen, which is, at the time, still is, this fantastic, vibrant, modern city. Skyscrapers, neon lights, people everywhere, everybody's young, everybody's having this massive, vibrant sort of a party. There's this energy and there's this life everywhere. I decided this is where I wanted to live. So I flew back home, sold everything, got on the next plane, and flew straight back to China. It's kind of crazy. I took a massive leap of faith. I got a lot of criticism from everybody. Why would you want to go to China? It's a crazy thing. Anyway, I got to China and started to try and figure out what I was going to do. I didn't know anyone. I didn't have a job, had nothing lined up. The only person I knew was one person that I'd met at one of the factories, a supplier, who did help me out actually, because I needed a business visa, and she kind of wrote me a letter and all that stuff so I could get my visa. Anyway, so there I was in China, walking around and exploring every night and just seeing what a fantastic, different and interesting place it was. I had some of the best times of my life there, just exploring and meeting random people and trying all the different foods and things like that. Absolutely fantastic. But I kept getting emails and I kept getting people asking me, like, why is it that you would want to move to mainland China? Isn't that something, isn't it a dangerous place? Isn't it a place where you can get sort of detained and arrested if you just look at someone funny? Aren't they going to sell your organs or do something weird like that? And it started to annoy me because people were genuinely concerned for my safety, sending me these emails and phone calls and stuff. But I was getting super annoyed because China, I found, was an incredibly safe place, very interesting place, the kind of place that I wanted to share with everyone. I wanted people to see, hey, it's not what you see in the news. It's not like a Soviet gulag. It's not as oppressive as people make it out to be. It's actually a wonderful, interesting place. So the only way I could do this, other than writing emails and stuff, was to start making videos. And remember, YouTube was a brand new thing. It had just come out in 2007, 2006, thereabouts. 2005, 2006. I'd already signed up and I'd started to watch YouTube videos, but back then it was just stupid people like singing karaoke and jumping around and doing stupid stuff, right? But I decided I'm going to start putting videos on YouTube so that people could see what the food is like, what the atmosphere is like, just what it's like to live in China. And I actually started to have quite a lot of fun doing this. Even though I had a very small following and it was just for friends and family, the kind of occasional random person that would stumble across my video would ask me some genuinely good questions about China. Hey, what's it like to live in China? What are the cost of living? Is it easy to date a Chinese girl? What's it like to have a relationship? All these kind of questions. So I would sit down, have a beer, and start talking about these things. Anyway, fast forward 10, 11 years, here I am. My channel has grown significantly. Still, I don't consider myself to be a massive YouTube channel, but I do consider my YouTube channel to be a successful one, one that I can have as a full-time job. But it was about 4 years ago that someone wrote a comment underneath one of my videos to say, hey, you're the first person to ever put YouTube videos about China on YouTube. You're the first person to continuously upload, China vlogs. You are the original China vlogger. And I thought, nah, this guy must be talking absolute crap. But I went online and I started searching, went on YouTube, searched for China. I did find a couple of people like Hong Lao Wai, which is this guy who used to sing communist songs, but he lived in New York and he was filming all his videos in New York. I found one or two people that had been to China for BBC things that were on YouTube, but it turns out that I actually am the first person to ever make YouTube videos about China. And in fact, before this channel, I had another channel. It was called the PSP Traveler. It's an absolute joke of a channel. My friends and I were walking around with a PSP, Sony PSP, filming pretty much what I still do today. So anyway, that's the story of how I became China's first YouTube vlogger. It's funny, it's not an accolade that I run around being proud of or anything like that, it's just a happy coincidence. I really hope that you guys enjoy my videos because I've really enjoyed bringing them to you through the years. And I intend to keep doing it for many years to come. Can't wait to see you in the next one, guys. Don't forget that every single Friday you can watch another SerpentZA video over here, ADVChina every Wednesday, and of course, most importantly, ADVChina every single Monday. And every second week, you can watch our live show, which is a hell of a lot of fun. Anyway, guys, until next time, you know the drill. As always, stay awesome.